Hello everyone, my name is Arden, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be taking a look at LEGO Speed Champions set 76925. This is the 564 piece Aston Martin safety car in AMR23. So the Aston Martin safety car with the Aston Martin Formula 1 car. This is the second Formula 1 car we've seen in 2024, the first released in January with the McLaren, and now we've got the Aston Martin here, which will release on June 1st. I was able to get this about a week early from Walmart, and it will cost $45 American. I believe 60 Canadian is what I paid for it. I'm not 100% sure, which about lines up, is actually, I believe, it is cheaper than the normal separate car price. And I do feel like in this case you are getting two substantial cars that they would sell separately. And yeah, I do like this. I do sort of wish that I could just buy the Aston Martin Formula 1 car, and if I wanted to, a safety car separately. And I definitely hope that when we see, and hopefully when we see more Formula 1 cars in the next year or two, that they don't do more two-packs like this. Like, I don't want to see a new Mercedes with a Mercedes safety car and stuff like that. But I do sort of prefer the solo packs here. But the two cars do feel like a substantial thing, and they do feel like they could be sold by themselves. Of course, the McLaren was, and this one is. I'll compare it, but it's pretty much identical in build. There's a few small differences, but it's almost identical to the McLaren in the build. Of course, just the color and the details are different. So taking a look at the safety car here, probably my least favorite of them, just as it's not overly interesting to me, but I guess if I want to have a little display for some Formula 1 cars, a safety car is sort of necessary. This one does have a decent amount of stickers, one at the front there. This is sadly a sticker. I feel like they've been printing on those for a little bit now, but it is a sticker. Those right there. The headlights are prints, which they've been doing on that newer piece that they introduced, I believe, 2 years back, for the headlights, and that's printed like most of them. You'll see the same stickers there around the back. Just coming to the windshield here, it is a printed windshield, as you would expect with a lot of these Speed Champion sets, and I am actually quite happy with the overall print quality on the windshield. I think the green, of course, it's not 100% perfect, but it's a lot better than some other greens that I feel, or colors that I've seen that have been printed on these darker translucent black pieces, or any piece for that matter. I think the printing on there is actually pretty good. Placing this sticker down, you definitely want to have it sort of as close as possible to that windshield. Moving around the back, I really like the shaping here. I think shaping on Speed Champions is always really good and really well done. Just how well and how perfect everything just fits in, and it's quite something that I enjoyed. It uses the normal 8 wide Speed Champions base, and then around the back, this is probably like the biggest part of this, is how built up the back was. You have multiple sections going into it, and this sort of back area here with the cheese slopes is mainly just one section that gets clipped in there, but quite a bit went into it, and I think in the end it actually looks quite nice. There's safety car sticker, another sticker there, and then that Aston Martin logo is a print. Just opening it up before moving on to the main vehicle, I feel like, of this set. You've got the 8 wide interiors there, a little bit of detailing, a couple stickers, and you can see the safety car torso print for the driver there, as well as the helmet. Just like most Speed Champions sets, they do also include the hairpiece for them. Moving to the Formula 1 car, I feel like the highlight of this set for me, I think it's pretty good. Of course, when this was revealed, I am still definitely split on whether or not I like this color for it. I feel like dark green would have been nice, but it also would have been too dark, where this is definitely a bit too light. There's just no perfect color, I don't think, that exists. to make the particular color of green that the Aston Martin is. So I think overall it's well done here. If it was in dark green, I think there would be still the same issues because it just wouldn't be great. Of course, I don't have a dark green version in front of me, so I can't compare the two, but as this one stands here, I think it's a decent job at getting the color, and I just don't think there's any current Lego color that really replicates it perfectly, especially sort of the metallic finish that it has. It just can't possibly exist in Lego form perfectly, but I think they did a good job here. This one has a ton of stickers, like the McLaren as well, but it has a lot. The tires there are printed just like the McLaren was, unlike what the Mercedes was a few years back with the medium print there, as well as the print inside of there, which is the same as the chrome print that you'd have on the McLaren. That's also printed in there. So a lot of the areas where they had prints on the McLaren, they have prints here. One thing they did improve, which I'll just show you when I bring in the McLaren here, but they did print down this on the McLaren, which is really nice, and of course would have been sort of an annoying sticker. But one thing I wasn't sure about in the images, because I saw the detail, but I just wasn't sure if it was going to be a sticker or print, is the side of this slope piece is actually printed as well, which is pretty cool. Moving around the side, you can see more sponsorships and logos, and as I'll bring the McLaren in, it's almost the exact same build process as the McLaren. I think the front wing is identical. The side is slightly different, like there's a couple different wedged pieces, but the overall shape is almost identical. The place where it does differ a little bit is that rear wing, which has a couple more stickers to it. As well as the lights, or the light there, as well as the same stickers there. You're going to see the same stickers on one side as you will on the other. No identification here as to whose car this is. It's just a sort of generic Aston Martin Formula 1 car. One cool thing that they brought over from the McLaren is that the helmets for the drivers do have the printed logo of the team, which is a nice detail that I definitely like added to this car. Just bringing in the McLaren now. Size-wise, it is exactly the same pretty much. It is very similar, and you can just see how it's built up. It is almost identical just from the colors being different. It's just that you have that rear wing, which is a bit different to the rest of it, but the print there on the top, the methods of printing, and yeah, it's very, very much similar. So that is the Formula 1 car, the Aston Martin Formula 1 car, as well as the Aston Martin safety car 2-pack for June of 2024 for LEGO Speed Champions, and I think this is a very good 2-pack. I think the price is reasonable. I think the Speed Champions prices with the new increase are getting to a point where I'm less inclined to recommend them. When they were at the previous price, I was still good with them. Before that, hell yeah, it was a great price for these. And even though I think this one, you're getting 2 cars less than you would, it's $10 less than if these were separate cars. And I think that's nice. Of course it is. And yeah, I think there's some improvements made with this Aston Martin Formula 1 car compared to the McLaren. The printing on the side of that, the front of the car there being printed on the sides, the wedge piece is really nice. And yeah, I really have no issues with this set. I guess moving forward, looking ahead, I'm very excited to see what comes of next year when it comes to making more Formula 1 teams. I'm really excited to see that, and I guess I do hope that we don't see more safety car and actual car 2-packs, and we just see separate car packs. But yeah, I really do like this set. I think maybe one thing that I would have liked to see different is maybe have a different tire on there. Of course, with both the McLaren and the Aston Martin, you got the medium tires. I think getting the softs or the hards would have been a really cool addition to the car, just to differentiate and give a bit of a different option. But I do really like this set. Of course, if you want to try to have 2 of these, it's a bit harder now with this one. You'll definitely have to wait on a sale or something to be able to do that. But I would definitely recommend this set. Of course, you need a few factors, whether those factors are probably if you're trying to complete Speed Champions collection, if you just like Formula One, like really any team, or of course an Aston Martin fan, I think this would be great. And overall, I think this is a really good LEGO Speed Champions set. I think the color can definitely be debated, but I don't think dark green would have been any better of a choice than this green, as there's no perfect color that LEGO currently creates for this, just like I think looking back to January, the Mustang Dark Horse, I don't think the dark blue was the best, and nor do I think that sand blue would have been the best option either. You sort of need a middle ground, and you just don't have that. So overall, I think this is a really good LEGO Speed Champions. I think they can continue to put out quality LEGO sets. They continue to do nice building techniques, and I think you continue to get a really good quality LEGO set in a small box compared to your $400 or $500 LEGO set, where you'd probably get just as much of enjoyment, maybe even less so, as it's just so big and so dragging. But yeah, I think this is a great LEGO set. I definitely recommend it. If you're interested in Formula One or just like Speed Champions and like building a good LEGO set, I definitely recommend this one. The McLaren is still my favorite of the Formula One cars and will remain that. But I do really like this, and I'm excited to see what comes next from LEGO and Formula One. So thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.